When are you coming back from up there?
I fly back Saturday night, and then I'm home for the Super Bowl, and then I'm home Monday, and then I fly to New York on Tuesday, and then I fly home from New York on Friday, and then we're driving up to Santa Barbara on Friday for Valentine's Day.
Sounds like you haven't scheduled a lot of time for our show.
I know. That was a 10 out of 10 disappointed delivery, Dad.
Hey, watch him! With Dan and Tony! Hey, watch him! With Dan and Tony! It's like watching, yeah!
Welcome to Hate Watching with Dan and Tony. I am Dan.
I am Tony.
On the show, we talk about a movie. This week, I chose the movie, I believe.
You did indeed.
I chose Gladiator 2, which is the sequel 23 years after.
But it's set 16 years after. Why wouldn't they just set it 23 years later and just make it like a cool thing? And that was the first thing that I was like, what are you doing? You can pick the year. It doesn't matter. This isn't real. You can pick whatever year you want.
Well, they wanted the dude to be a certain age, I guess.
Well, right? I would have, here's what I would say, recast someone a little bit older and a little bit better looking. And people might come at me for that, but I'm not a fan.
So you were hoping for Gladiator 2, 2024, 2 hours and 21 minutes. Ridley Scott is back and no one else.
Clearly.
This movie is dull.
This is, Dan, I had to watch this in a hotel room by myself. I was trying so hard to stay awake. It was brutal. And I couldn't get my computer to hook up to the TV, so I had to watch it and I know you watch your stuff on a computer all the time. I like a nice big screen. It keeps me activated, and I'm watching on my stupid little computer, and I'm like falling asleep. The computer's falling off my big belly. It was a mess. It was a mess, dude.
I mean, this movie was dull. I won't say it was completely unengaging, but
it's not great.
It was weird because it's like, you could like do the dusting while the movie's on. You could vacuum because they're not really saying anything you want to hear.
No,
just.
But also, there's not that cool action though. That's a letdown for me.
Well, by not cool, you mean the CGI wasn't up to your...
CGI demon monkeys of some sort. And I was like, what's happening? Wow, what is going on? Were monkeys that different back in the Roman times? I don't understand.
If you shaved them and made them angry.
You made them angry, just doing some pokes. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, they made... like... Every time you drift into the CGI in this movie, you'd just be like, we don't need this. This doesn't make the movie better. Don't need it.
No, sir.
The CGI choices in this movie, very terrible. And I don't think I've seen a set of characters that emoted less.
Yeah.
And just were like, seemingly not invested in this supposedly very high level of emotional interaction situations.
When he's given his speech towards the end and he's talking to like two armies, which you'll have to explain to me what's happening in this scene.
Yeah.
But he's just kind of like,
hey,
I know you're waiting for a speech. I'm not going to give one. Good luck. Good night.
Your speech already better. Already more emotion in what you just did. You're like, hey guys, that's more. This is more than the speech.
It's not gonna happen tonight. Guys. I'm sorry.
Yo.
Hey guys. Too much. Tone it down. Take it out. That's too much. That's weird.
It was very strange. And I mean, like I said, I didn't like the first one, but what didn't you like about it? Don't remember.
You don't remember what you didn't like about it?
Yeah.
Is that even fair then?
I don't know. But every movie
all I remember is I didn't like it. I don't know why. I don't know what it's about, but I didn't like it.
I don't think there's ever been a movie I didn't like, and then I went back and watched it again, and I was like,
Changed your mind?
Actually, whatchamacallit, the latest Mad Max movie, the
Fury Road.
No, the one after Fury Road. Furiosa.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
First time,
haven't seen any of them.
First time, didn't care for it that much.
Right.
You haven't seen Fury Road, one of the greatest action movies of all time. But, don't worry about it.
I'm not a big Tom... Wow, that was really high. Let me redo that. I'm not a big Tom Hardy fan. This
is a movie about diesel and vehicles.
Vin Diesel's in it? Oh, now you've hooked me. I'm going to watch it. And I'm going to look
those
for
stupid
Vin.
car movies. They're about cars.
Are they? They're about dune buggies, Dan.
I can't get excited about a dune buggy. Okay, wait, what was I talking about?
I don't know. We got sidetracked.
I don't know.
You went back and you rewatched Furiosa and you liked it.
Yeah. So Furiosa, yes, that's a movie. I enjoyed it mostly, but the second time I was like, okay, this is a really interesting movie. So I know if I went back and watched Gladiator, I'd probably have about the same thing. But I thought about Master and Commander, The Other Side of the World.
Yeah, sure.
And I thought about how Russell Crowe is in that. And I think that Russell Crowe is what people really liked about the first Gladiator movie, is when he's Russell Croweing all over the place back then.
Back then, for sure. When he crows now, it's not nearly as good. But back in, prime Crow was nice,
dude. Yeah, because Master and Commander, you watch that movie, you're like, this guy.
Phenomenal. Charismatic. Beautiful. And he's passionate. He's passionate in this first movie. Are you not entertained? Nobody says anything similarly in this movie. For 2.5 hours, nobody gets even close to that peak.
He's yelling at everybody in the first movie, telling them what they should do and believe and act and be.
It's on my signal. Unleash hell. Great. It's great stuff. Who wrote that movie that did not come back to write this movie? Because this movie's not written well.
And I mean, we'll talk about it as we go through this movie, is they don't even set this guy, they don't even set him up as the leader. They put him in charge of guys at the beginning of the movie, but you're also like, is he really in charge of those guys?
Right.
Do those guys even
really
know who he is? We haven't set up we haven't even said words of the dynamic of what he is.
And I'm confused because he's like an outsider to this place where he starts, and yet somehow he's the leader. And then some guy that is like, well, we found you when you were a pup, and then you got good. And I'm already confused.
There's a part of that we'll talk about that
we're going to talk about a lot.
That I really, really hated.
Loved? You really loved it? You thought it was the best?
I'm more interested in his wife.
Yeah, well, she dies, Dan.
I know. March in her story.
She gets bow and arrowed right in the chest or something, I'm pretty sure.
I'd rather see this movie about her.
Now, that brings up, I mean, I don't know if we're talking about things or not, but that brings up one of the first questions I had. She's fighting. Is that normal in Rome?
No.
Well, in the Roman times?
They're not in Rome.
I know they're not in Rome, but I consider that the Roman times.
No.
Like the lettering on your computer. No. The Roman times.
No. Dumb. Okay. Very dumb.
Okay. I was very confused because I thought there was a whole Mulan movie about how women aren't supposed to fight back in those days. So I was very confused.
Mulan kind of takes place in China. Different place, different time period. But, I see how you could stretch that up to be talking about this time. The past.
The past is the past. I don't know anything.
I think you asked a very, very interesting question, and I'm sure the people, when they did Mulan, they knew exactly what the Chinese army did and how it worked,
sure.
and they made that a very serious plot point. But yeah, his wife is a warrior, and she puts on her armor, and she pulls out her bow, and she dies unceremoniously.
So fast.
So very fast. He doesn't really care.
No, I mean he uses it as motivation, but in the moment he just kind of watches and he's like, "Oh no, shoot,
damn,
darn it,
shucks,
that's my lady." Oh no.
She has a bow. She dies. And they don't carve anything out. You know, like
No.
carve out like 10 other women that are all bow people, and
Sure.
we'll be like, oh, okay, she's part
It's
of a thing that does like a thing like that.
Thing. Yeah.
No.
It's not a thing. It's just her. And I was like, what is she doing?
Why?
So my first thought was kind of like, oh, she's doing a Mulan where she shouldn't even be out there. And that's what's going to be the drama. She's going to die even though she shouldn't be out there. But that wasn't it. She's normally out there, I guess. But then she just died. She wasn't very good at it.
Okay, well, we better start. We're going to start talking about
Okay, all right. Yeah, let's do this movie.
It's going to be some strong, bloody violence. Not really. Through the first, they do the titles. I think they show scenes from the first movie.
Yeah, that's full disclosure. This is going to be tough for us because I also don't really remember the first movie that well. I remember parts of it, but yes, it is clips from the first one and or like re-CGI clips because I think they do that a little too.
Oh, really? So
I don't know.
So Rome's under 2 emperors. Not surprisingly, it's corrupt. So Rome's got problems.
Right. So here's off the bat, I'm already a little confused because Maximus, is that his name from the first movie?
Sure.
Russell Crowe, it's like 16 years after his death.
Yes.
Which we see in the first movie. He dies in the first movie. And I thought that him dying was like, we won. We're beating the Roman Empire or something. But it turns out it did nothing. It did absolutely nothing. So the whole first movie is a waste of time?
No, the whole first movie was turning over. I don't know anything about it, but I assume it's turning over the getting rid of what's his name?
Joaquin Phoenix.
So they're moving on to a new emperor. But in Rome,
then this one's worse.
No,
there's two of them. One's crazy with syphilis? ?
Seems like it.
Yeah. All right.
So probably there was somebody in between, and what happened was when that guy died, because the 2 guys that are in charge, they're real guys, and I think he was stepping down or dying or whatever, and he's like, "You guys do it together as a team."
Sure, and that worked out.
That did not
really
work
good.
out.
Yeah,
and I think in real life, these guys had. I mean, the one guy killed the other guy, and then he had about 6 years.
Oh wait, these are real people.
Mm-hmm.
So this I don't like. I don't know because this is not
because accurate. The rest of it doesn't have anything to do with history.
Right.
Yeah.
So why use real people? Is the first one real people too?
No clue.
All right, interesting. Anyhow, that's honestly irrelevant to the movie, but curious. Curiouser.
We meet our first guy. Our guy, he's Lucius. He's playing with the grain, and I guess what's his name played with grain in the first movie too.
Yeah, Russell Crowe liked to pick up sand. I don't know why you bring that as like a character trait. That's not hereditary.
It is now. They love each other, but then, oh no, somebody's blowing the horn of war. Horn of war!
Yeah.
So they do some sexy time when they put on armor together. I put on your armor, you put on my armor.
Because they've done this a bunch of times, but she's still really bad at it.
Yeah, and so you're kind of like, well, how do they know war is coming? Because war is boats that are very far away, and then the boats go row in. Right?
And the boats have ladders on them?
Shouldn't they have shown it? They have siege materials on the boats, yeah.
Yeah.
They're biremes and triremes and, the typical sort of boats. They're coming.
Skyremes.
It's 2000 AD. That's the Romans. Oh, yeah. His name is Lucius. Her name is Arishat.
That can't be right. Is that it?
Last name Shat. She's an archer. On the boat is General Acacius. So we got Lucius and Acacius. And this is Pedro Pascal. Paul Mescal is Lucius, our protagonist.
Yeah. Those names are too similar.
A little too similar.
To put in one movie. Not just the character names, but also the actor names. And it's really weird to me. It's so weird that you made those choices. I don't know.
Well,
they also kind of look similar, don't they? A little bit. And I think
I think they have a similar affect in this movie, which is no affect. I think that's
well, sure,
I think that's what you're responding to.
The blank stares. Got it. Okay, cool.
Pedro Pascal, in his dullest role ever, I think, just like
I mean,
whatever.
This or Drive Away Dolls. Is that the one where he gets killed in the diner right away?
Oh, was he in that? Was that?
Isn't that him?
It could. I think it was. Wasn't it?
I think it is.
Oh, Jesus. So
he's on a bad run. Let's just say that.
So this is the last free city in Africa.
Now, Dan,
I don't know what that means.
Okay, thank you. All right, then moving on. they tell me that I was like, okay, so who owns the rest of them? We don't know. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
What you would do is, we don't think about this now, but North Africa, Egypt, all these sort of places, that's a breadbasket. So what they would do is all those places would be making grain, like the Nile River. That is like the most fertile floodplain any place, because the Nile River once a year goes sploosh and gets really big, and it splooshes over its sides, and then for like 1 mile on each side, it just soaks that whole land, and then that land grows grain.
And then there's lots of mosquitoes, I believe.
No, I mean, it's flowing.
The West Nile virus, you don't remember that? That was like a big thing with the mosquitoes. They flying up and they're giving you the Nile. You don't remember? Never mind.
Where are they doing that, Tony?
I heard it growing up. I was like, I'm going to get the West Nile. You don't remember that? It's a thing.
Did you live adjacent to the Nile River?
I mean, sort of. No,
you didn't. Don't crap on the Nile River.
I'm sorry. That was the Mississippi River that I lived nearby.
There it is, Mississippi River. So what Rome would want to do is go there with their boats, load up on grain, and sort of control those areas, like everybody does.
Yeah.
And so I guess we're setting up that this is the last free city, and there's implications that these people are free people.
Sure. And that's bad.
That just bristles in my bones, because there's no freedom back then.
Not a thing. Then, sure.
You don't have freedom. You don't all like get together and say, all people are created equal. No, we're doing that now, and we're barely keeping it together.
I was going to say, are we doing that now?
So back then, you just didn't have that luxury, you know?
Sure, yeah.
You had to, have somebody in charge. They had to tax people. They had to have a standing army. The standing army had to do this, blah, 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 blah. So basically, the premise is that they're free, which just say that they're call them independent. Don't call them free.
Sure.
Independent. Say we're an independent state. We're the last city not to fall to the dirty Romans. Great, that's fine. But it just seems a little absurd that there's just like this one city that's the bastion of freedom.
Does it matter? Because they pretty much fall immediately.
Well, it matters. Right? It just matters to me semantically.
No. I mean, in the movie, why even put that in there? It doesn't
because they do
matter.
That. They do that a couple times by I think they call it a free city so that she can be a woman fighting. That's what I really think it is.
Oh, that's how they get around the loophole. Okay, so they're just real smart. I
think so. There's another line that happens later that that you're just like, come on, there's no free. Work. Egypt ruled by the pharaohs. They had slaves. Everybody had slaves back then because you'd capture people.
And they had aliens too, the Egypts. So. To make the pyramids. I don't know if you guys know all that.
So they take down the sails, they row in, they have ladders that fall off the top of their ships.
You think that's a real type of ship? It's pretty cool.
I would not necessarily doubt it. I didn't immediately go, this doesn't seem right to me. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's cool. And then I didn't look it up. So neither of us cared enough either way to look it up. But I was like, that's an interesting idea.
I mean, it seems kind of weird that, you would have like the wall right up against the sea, and then that's the thing they could attack. Well,
because aren't you gonna hit the wall at some point? Like, do they have? And I honestly don't know this because they're rowing into it. Row your boat, and then they're like, row backwards to slow down a little. And I think they're just gonna hit the wall. If a wave comes in, you're gonna hit the wall. You know,
there seem like a lot of odd logistics to this attack.
Sure.
You know, where, you know, they put we know how they I don't know. Typically you build on a hill, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Gives you lots of space to shoot down at them, and then they have to walk up a hill trying to get at you. This is typically what you do. So
it's too bad they don't have cannonballs yet, because those help a lot.
Well, I think they had some siege engines. You know, they're throwing some balls over the wall.
Is that a rock?
Yeah,
is that when they shoot the rocks out of the I forgot what it's called.
Trebuchet.
Trebuchet. Darn it, Dan.
Catapult goes. Whoosh. Trebuchet does the whoop whoop whoop, and then a ballista is the big giant crossbow.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
They attack. They knock down the thing, and then Pedro charges.
But does he take off his armor first?
He does a whole, I'm going to run through everybody and be number one through the thing. That's not what you do. That's not what you ever do.
I was really confused.
You never do that. That's the dumbest thing ever. Because to run a military, which is why the Romans always won, I would assume, is that you have the one guy that has a brain telling the dumb guys where to go.
Go there. And listen, I know we don't want to think about it too much, but we definitely sacrifice people in these types of battles. You send people in first, and 99% of them are going to get slaughtered, but you do it to set up advantages in other places. I'm not a warfare guy, but, we do that. So going first is a bad idea, because then you have all of the guys to go through. I thought it was very weird.
And the Roman army is the Roman army, right? That's the whole thing about the Roman army is they the Greeks had a great army. Your 300 guys, those guys, the Spartans were a great army. The Romans were a great army. They were a giant army. They were a great army. They were well organized, well fed, and they did everything right. So
that's so interesting to me that you put in well fed, because I, as of just a person now, you don't really think about that, but that's for sure a thing.
Oh yeah, because the logistics of keeping your army going where it needs to go and fed and supply lines.
And people used to take those supply lines. Oh man, war was terrible, awful, but so much more interesting then. You know what I mean? Like, now it sucks. It's just awful. We're just like shooting missiles at people and throwing bombs and stuff. Like, it was a lot more tactics had to be done.
A lot more people died back then.
You wouldn't make a game like Risk based off of how war is now. That's all I'm saying.
It would just be a bunch of little drones on there.
Right. Just be like, I send 4 aircraft this way and the game's over.
So almost immediately, the wife turns around, tries to shoot a bow and arrow at him, at Pedro, and then like this other guy walks up and takes the arrow, and then Pedro's like, "Look at her! She tried to shoot me with an arrow."
And shoot her.
They all go, all their arrow guys just destroy her.
And now Paul, is it? He's mad at Pedro, but Pedro didn't really kill her. He didn't fire an arrow.
Your question is, he says he's mad at him. Is he mad at him?
Well, that's okay. That's a fair point. He disposes many times that he's mad at this guy, but he didn't really do anything. It's just war. I don't know.
You needed to have a switch, right? The whole movie is he's mad at Pedro for having his wife killed.
Yeah.
But he's not actually actively mad. And so when he stops being inactively mad, you're just like, well, I guess since he was inactively mad, now he's inactively
over it.
Over it.
Yeah, he's cool with it. It's fine.
So they don't even work out the switch, right? You have to make the switch where this guy, has he has his allegiance to his new Gladiator boys, and so he has to work with
the GBs.
He has to work with Pedro to get what he wants, which is to save his guys.
Right.
And then through that, he realizes that Pedro hates the Emperors just as much. He doesn't want to do that. And they're actually on this. It's so easy to write this movie. So incredibly easy to write this movie.
I think Ridley would disagree.
Yeah, well, he would, because he shot a movie where no one cares about anything. And nothing really happened. Because he's like, I hate this guy over here, but he's good looking.
But that's not true, because the syphilis guy cares about his monkey.
Well,
you got one guy caring about one thing.
We'll get to the monkey, which is like probably the best relationship in the whole.
Hands down, it's my favorite part of this movie.
So they knock out Lucius, and then he has a dream where it's like,
which I think is like a callback to the first one, because doesn't Russell Crowe have a dream, I think, at some point? He sees his wife in a field, but she's dead. Again, it's been years, many, many years since I've watched Gladiator 1, and maybe I should go back, but this movie didn't make me want to do that.
But you didn't love Gladiator, did you?
Obviously not. Did you hear the part where I said it's been years? Maybe a decade. I honestly don't know.
Have you watched?
In comparison,
that's what
I have watched F1 maybe 9 times in the last month since I started seeing it first. So no, I did not love Gladiator, and I've only seen Master and Commander twice.
I've seen it twice. Yeah.
Hey, wow. Did we watch it together?
I don't think so.
We didn't.
Are there any Russell Crowe movies that you do watch regularly?
I'm not a huge Russell Crowe fan, to be honest with you. The Gladiator is his best performance, in my opinion.
Not Master and Commander.
No, I like him in Gladiator because he shows more skin. And that's a real 10 out of 10
That's not
for
a performance. Me. That's a perv factor.
I'm sorry, Dan. If you not to be rude, but if
it's
you
not
take
a
off your shirt,
performance.
That is erroneous. That's erroneous. It is all part of the performance, and that's what Hollywood is, Dan. It's all sexual performances. All right,
that could be.
Billy, Stranger Things, very sexual.
So he wakes up and he's in the ocean. And the battle is over. He sees his wife's dead body in the water. He goes over there. And then these 2 Romans come over there and they casually escort him away from his wife's dead body.
No, come this way. Just come this way, guys. She's dead.
Come
over here.
Come on.
It's over. Don't worry about that.
That's when you knew this movie had no chance. That's when you were like, wait a second. These 2 guys, you have to they have to fight him. They have to drag him. They have to knock him out again.
No.
He's dealing with his dead wife, and he's all like, well, I'm just going to push her out to sea because I already saw her die in a dream.
Yeah, like, so I'm cool. Good. I'm good now. I've had my closure. I'm fine. Let's go. Let's go on what you want to do.
Does he even shed a tear for her?
No, but again, I feel like I've said so many times, crying's really hard. So save it for off screen.
That's a Dan Goodsell thing. No. You can't just say, well, that's too hard to act, so that's why they didn't do it.
It's too hard. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Take some seawater. Just sprinkle it on your eyes and you'll be fine, Paul.
See, it's like a fake cry. This is...
That's nice. The howling. Yeah, like a basset.
Got some anguish. Show me some anguish.
This guy's good. Some casting director out there, Dan, has seen this episode. You're getting a call soon. I promise you that.
Okay, so they burn all the dead, and then
I guess so.
Pedro claims the city for the glory of Rome, and then they brand everybody with the special brand, which never really comes into play again. We didn't need to see them being branded.
You have to. I mean, you don't have to see it, but it helps because then later Morgan Freeman is like, I have your dad's brand on me.
Oh, okay.
So that way you're like, oh, so he was a slave of the dad or something. But I also didn't understand all that, so it doesn't really matter.
And then they get thrown into the boat. There's some crying in the boat, and then the guy that was
not by Paul though.
Not by Paul.
He doesn't cry.
He doesn't cry.
He almost makes. Does he make fun of the guy that's crying? Or he's just like, don't cry, you're all good. It was something weird where he was like, don't worry about it, guy. We're gonna be fine.
Don't worry about it. It could be okay.
Hey, don't worry about it. It's gonna be okay.
It's a big African guy, African American type guy that was the runner of the city. I do not know that we saw anybody else of color in the city. It seemed like everybody else was kind of white guys.
Yeah, I mean it's North Africa, Dan. I don't even know.
Well, there it is. It's North Africa. And his name is Jugurtha. And he's
wrote down his name?
He's got a broken arm. He's having a hard time. And you're like, this guy who runs a city. He's just ready to pack it in. Because they're taking him. Yeah. He's like, taking me from my city. Guess I'm done.
Yeah, he's ready to call it quits, and then Paul's like, "Well, just hang on a little bit longer." And the guy's like, "Okay, I'll try."
So weird. This is your leader, right? This is the guy at the top.
Well, not anymore, Dan. The city's gone. And all right, so he's like, "Whew."
He's keeping together a free city, right? So the guy that's keeping the free city is just like the
last one.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. And he's like, yeah, I'm ready to die. And then he talks about how I raised you up. And
this is the part that I was just like, what are you talking about?
Well,
he's like, we found you, and then we made you all good. And I was like, who are you? Why is this important?
Cassius is a foundling. Yeah, but he's not a foundling. He's like a teenage foundling. So what the whole plot turns out to be is that Maximus had a kid. Cassius is the kid. They hid the kid in Africa. Then they got word that the Romans were coming, and so the kid ran away. And he ran away to here and met this dude, and then this dude raised him up.
I guess
that's the plot.
So here's just on this plot, and then looking at the first one again. Haven't seen it in a while. I know that this kid is in the first movie.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yes.
I thought they just made him up whole.
He's definitely not his kid. Maybe not definitely. I'm 99% sure that he's not his kid, because that would have been super weird, because the whole first movie is about Russell Crowe being like, you killed my wife and kid, and now I'm mad at you, and I'm going to burn down Rome because you killed them. If he just had another kid out there, he'd just be like, well, that one's gone, but I'll go raise my other child now, because it would be weird to suicide myself when I have another kid out.
So there wasn't like a bonus 12 years sort of in the movie where he could have a kid with that woman?
So here's the thing. So he meets this woman. I think he's like a slave already. He's like in the Gladiator stuff. And they have a conversation, I think, about like how they both have kids the same age, and how his kid's dead, and she's like afraid for her kid.
Oh,
and
so that's the kid. So it's not really his kid. He's he's an adopted kid.
But in this movie, they're saying it's his semen kid.
That's what they made it seem like to me.
That's what they're saying. Feeling. They're like, you are the bloodline, because they say bloodline or something.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
the prince.
You're the...
I got so many questions about that. So it's just weird. It feels like a retcon. And again, someone can come at us in the comments and be like, no, it's not, you idiot. But I'm pretty sure it is, because it would be weird to muddle his storyline in the first one by having him have an extramarital affair and have another kid. It's weird.
Well, no, the kid is the bloodline because the mom is the daughter of Marcus Aurelius, who was emperor. It's probably not.
Oh, you're right. You're right about that.
It's probably not a sperm kid. It's probably.
They're saying it's a sperm kid for sure.
Oh, well.
They're saying it.
That's not.
And also, I just want to keep saying sperm kid.
That's not what makes him the heir to the throne.
You're right. You're absolutely right about that.
Is that
yes?
But the flip side of all that is, she sent the kid away. Like,
not only away, but she said, "I'll come back for you," and then she didn't. She never did. There's 16 years later. What are you doing?
And that's the whole thing is when you have like an heir to the throne out there floating around, you got to keep track of that shit.
You got to keep track. That's important. That's an important kid.
Yeah, it's pretty important.
No, it's weird. It's all weird.
So that's that. They arrive, and that's the thing is they like the boats go there, the boats come back, and then like within 30 seconds, they're like processional into Rome. And I think we spend the rest of the whole movie in Rome, right?
Probably. I don't know where Rome is.
And as I remember, it's sort of one of the more interesting things about the first movie was that the Gladiator training camp was in like a province or whatever.
Somewhere else.
And there was
and then you
this
whole
Rome. Sort of setup about the important, it's kind of like, starting in the farm leagues and then playing your way into the playoffs. And this one, we're just like, you're in the playoffs.
You're just there. You're in, dude. Congratulations. You made it.
Congratulations. You are successful. So they arrive. We meet the two emperors, Geta and Caracalla. We learn that there's going to be games. We also learn that Pedro, he's done being general. He wants to retire, and they're like, nope, you got to keep on fighting. Sorry, bro, you work for us.
Right. I mean, I guess, again, I don't know anything about the past, but retirement doesn't really seem like a thing that they would allow ever.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
We're on the outs. We're at Antietam, which I think is just on the outskirts of Rome. We meet Denzel Washington. Denzel's Macrinus, who's kind of the only character in this movie that has agency.
Yeah, for sure. This guy is, coming to power. Ex-gladiator.
So he's testing everybody, all the new gladiators out. He throws all the new guys in the pen, and they have to fight the very dark shaved monkeys. And immediately, Jugurtha chopped and dead. Just like, boom. Yeah. We didn't spend any time saving him. We didn't spend any time protecting him. We didn't spend any time rescuing him, which is what you do in this movie. Right? Nope. Isn't that the whole thing?
Thumbs down.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do in this movie?
Well, sure.
Isn't the dude like goes, my broken arm on my left arm with the sword, and then the monkey bites his left arm, he drops the sword, then what's his name has to move in and protect him, but there's two monkeys, and then the monkeys monkey
thinking
team.
Of a movie with a hero.
He's not a hero.
We don't have a hero here.
He's not a hero. Sorry. He's not a hero.
This character, not a hero. He's just a guy. He's just a dude. Yeah, that's why this movie's so dull. Like he's not the guy. And then like Pedro's not really anything either. It's just weird.
There's nobody that you're like, he's doing except sort of Macrinus.
Macrinus.
He has sort of a weird plan.
It's a weird plan, and it's a bad plan, and it's got a terrible finish. I'll just say that.
What's his plan, Tony?
His plan is to destroy Rome of some sort. I don't totally understand his plan. He wants to get rid of the emperors, guys. Yeah. But then he wants to like take the city away from those people and give it to himself because he's just like them. It's very strange. I don't understand this. Do you understand his plan better than I do?
There was a point in the movie where I was like, he seems to have a plan.
He thinks he does, for sure. I mean, it works pretty well.
Yeah, he gets stuff done.
I think he gets to the end of his plan, and then he decides to like piss off the lead guy, and then he gets murdered. Because that's what you would. That's why would you? There's no reason to fight the gladiator guy, our main Paul Mescal. There's no reason to piss him off.
No.
You both want the same thing, essentially, which is to get rid of these emperor peoples. And then he's like, yeah, but I'm going to kill your mom. I'm going to kill your mom. No, I know. I get it. I'm going to kill your mom. And then he kills him, and then he's like, I'm going to run away on a horse. You're not going to get away. This is a terrible plan. So I don't understand.
He does like, does he pick up a bow and shoot the mom himself?
Yeah.
What's that going to get you?
Why? Nothing. That's what I'm saying. Nothing. It gets you nothing. All it does is piss off the guy that you literally like hired and trained to murder people. And now you're like, now I'm going to kill your mom. That's a dumb plan. That's a really weird plan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is a weird plan.
But I guess he's mad because her dad owned him. So he was upset about that.
Somebody choked one of the monkeys.
Yeah, Paul Mescal, he chokes him. Gets him in one of those back moves. The half Nelson type of deal. And chokes him right out. And then Morgan Freeman's like, this one's interesting. I like him.
Too bad Morgan Freeman's not in the movie.
Oh my God. We have to edit the racism out. Holy crap.
Tony's racism shows through.
Denzel's going to kill me.
I think I'd have done better who was the slave the gladiator owner in the other movie? Was it
I don't remember.
It wasn't Morgan Freeman?
I'll pretend it was to make myself feel better. I doubt it.
Oh, you
I do not remember. Oh, Denzel, I'm so sorry.
We have dinner at the gladiator camp, and they're saying, you guys might be able to get free someday. Okay.
Okay, all right.
There's like this pit boss guy, and he's kind of annoying.
Kind of, but not like super bad. He's just, he's aggravating. You wouldn't want to hang out with him,
And we do sort of a whole thing about Acacius won't talk sometimes. Sometimes he gets pissy for sort of no reason.
He's a little bitch.
Doesn't talk.
Yeah.
And then he starts talking later in scenes.
Just later.
He wants to talk
for fun.
At that point.
And, at some point he's got to talk for the movie. He can't just be silent. That would be weird.
I guess there's a fight, and they make him wear like spiky gloves, and he doesn't want to wear the gloves, but the first
for no
fight,
reason.
he just sort of wins.
Yeah, he just, they hand-to-hand combat, and he bests the guy. There's no reason for that I can tell he doesn't want to wear the gloves. It's not like a moral thing,
nope.
As far as I can tell. It's just maybe he doesn't like I don't like the feeling of jewelry, right? So maybe that's sort of that. I don't like the feeling of gloves on. I don't know.
I think that's definitely it. My hands are gonna get sweaty.
It's just the leather's too warm. I can't fight with these. I'm sorry.
Give me a fabric that breathes. So then Macrinus has a one-on-one with Lucius, and they have a big talk, and
big talk.
Macrinus ascribes all of these things to Lucius that aren't apparent to us as the audience.
Yeah.
Mainly, like Lucius's rage issues.
Yeah, he apparently is very angry. So he hides it well, though.
Not in any scene in the movie. Maybe like off screen, they get him off screen, and maybe when the camera's on him, he knows he's got to be like.
He's got to behave. That's what you got to put on a show for everybody. You don't want to be disliked. Yeah, I get it.
But they talk about this rage many times.
Yeah, I don't know.
And at no point whatsoever.
How cool would it have been to see him get real mad and just beat the shit out of that head guy, That would have been cool. He loses control a little bit, and then you got to stop the fight because he's going to kill the guy. And then also that creates a tension between them,
Or maybe there's an alligator that they're going to put in the ring, and then he gets all rages on the alligator, and they have to pull him off of the alligator because they got to use the alligator later.
Later, yeah, you can't destroy an alligator. We only got one alligator.
And then at the end of that,
alligators for you
he goes like this: "See you later, alligator."
Pow!
Does that work?
I love it. I think that's great.
And then he's like, "I hate the Romans." So now, and he wants to kill the general. And that's
I don't understand why, but it's fine.
And then
cool.
Macrinus says, "If you become the number one gladiator, I'm gonna let that happen." That's cool.
Great, you got yourself a deal, bud.
The general wants to get rid of the emperors, and the wife's like, "The people are weary. Oh, this is what she says. The people are weary. The people want to be free."
Yeah, which isn't what would happen.
there wasn't. I mean, you had democracy,
Sure,
but it was democracy among citizens. We looked it up. Shannon and I looked it up, and they had consuls, who are the people who determine who the senators are.
Okay.
And the senators are made up of the people that have the most money and have the most riz.
Riz, as in, like, riz, we got riz? Like what you have and what I don't have?
Yes,
all right.
riz.
I'm sure. I hope that's how they made the decisions back then.
Combination of money and riz. And so, like, when Macrinus says, if I get enough money, you know, he can be a senator.
Sure.
And then they make this determination every once in a while, and then the senators vote on stuff and, you know, do senator stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
We have the decadent party. Macrinus throws the decadent party. He's talking to this one senator guy, and he's waging on him. And then Lucius is just in the side room. He's just chilling, just sitting there by himself. He can run away, jump out a window, and run away. But he's like,
no. There's like a, you know, those doggy invisible fences. It's that sort of.
He's got the collar on that if he goes, he tries to go through the thing and zaps him. Zap! Just think about that scene where they talked about the rage. If he'd have been showing rage, and then what's his name explained the plan, and he's like, you know, like tapped him on the nose. You know, if you could control yourself. And you could become the number. Yeah,
you'll get what
how
you
hard.
want.
Okay, see, so we're gonna do scene study.
Oh wow, scene study with Dan Goodsell.
Okay,
saddle up. This class is $35, folks.
I'm Morgan Freeman.
Venmo Dan.
I'm God. I'm Macrinus.
Andy Dufresne.
And you're Acacius.
Okay. I'll be any of the Acaciuses.
Do some rage for me. Tell me something you're raging about right now.
I'm so mad. What do you want me to tell you? What I'm mad about?
Yeah, give me some rage, Tony. Do some acting.
Okay.
It's your chance
do you want real rage?
Do some real rage. I want some real.
I don't even need to act.
Talk about your.
Hold on. I ordered groceries last night because I'm trying to make it through the week, and I ordered peanut butter and jelly. This is what my shopper brought to me. It is grape juice. What the hell am I going to do with grape juice? I can't put that on a peanut butter sandwich. It's not even close. It's got one word the same. Grape. My chair just broke, Dan. This is unbelievable. So I got this stupid grape juice. I got nothing to do with it. And I got peanut butter and no jelly. I'm not going to make a peanut butter sandwich. It's too dry. I can't eat it.
Tony.
Yeah?
I can get you all the jelly in the world.
I only need one jelly, guy. Get me one jelly. That's all I need.
And jelly immediately. But what you gotta do is you gotta fight for me. Every soul of your anger, every bit of your anger, all of it's gotta be for me.
I already got that. I got it. If you got jelly so I can make myself a PB&J tomorrow night, you got it, dude.
See?
You got it.
Motivation, understanding. And then in this next scene, when you're sitting there and you're like, wait, you know, you're like, all I got to do is beat the shit out of this guy and I'm going to get my jelly. You're going to be like,
I'm ready. I'm ready to throw down.
You're going to be stalking around that room ready.
I'm waiting for my jelly.
And you're going to walk in. You're going to walk into that room with the fucking kick-assiest look on your face. And you're not going to just be like,
ready to do it. Maybe they should have given Paul grape juice. That would have helped. What am I going to do with grape juice? So stupid.
So happy. So he gets in there, and they're going to do 3 rounds hand-to-hand. And then the Emperor guy's like, swords, give them swords. And the first thing...
That's actually a pretty decent impression.
That's what is that one? That's the Monty Python. That's the Monty Python. They will fight for me. I'm the Emperor of Rome.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
boom. They have swords instead. And what is the first line that comes out of his dumb mouth?
Hey, bro, let's not do this.
Let's not do this.
I don't remember exactly.
He says, let's not do this. He doesn't say brother, but he says exactly, let's not do this. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's not a moron. There's no option of, well, we worked it out, and now we're just gonna be friends. Like, what? I don't. Who could write that line? Who could direct that line? What editor could put that line into this stupid movie?
It is so weird. It's such a weird moment. And the other guy doesn't even seem to register.
No, he doesn't even like.
He's just like, what are you talking about? Let's go. It's so weird.
And if you had a loose movie, the other guy'd be like, go fuck yourself. You're going down, piece of shit. Kiss my ass.
I need this. This is how I'm earning my, whatever, life, freedom. They don't get freedom. What do they get?
Well, he's going to be.
They said free. They said you could be free eventually. Freeman. Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, what is this line?
Let's just lay down our swords. They're not going to do anything to us. These 80 people here, they'll be cool with it. They don't mind. Let's just put them down. It doesn't make any sense. It's so dumb.
So baffling. And then they just fight, and he kills the guy. And it's an okay fight.
I mean, it's fine. Yeah, it's not CGI'd, so that's good.
Yeah. And then the Emperor's like, "From where dost thou hail?" And then he does a whole poetry thing.
Well, at first he doesn't talk.
Yeah.
And then Denzel is like, he only understands his
foreign language.
And I was like, what? He already spoke earlier.
Well, he's trying to, that's a cover. He's like, oh,
No. At this battle, he said, hey, bro, let's not do this. And everyone heard it. He didn't whisper it. So then Denzel's like, he can't talk. I was like, he already did. Everybody heard him say, let's not fight.
That's true.
Doesn't make any sense.
And then he does poetry. And then he's, you're just like...
He does poetry like I do poetry, which is, it sounds like you've never heard poetry before in your life, and you don't know how to say it. Just for the record.
He does not, he doesn't, like someone like me, I could do poetry because...
I bet it's very eloquent, some Shel Silverstein.
The Giving Tree.
Giving tree.
This tree does give me an apple, and the apple does soothe my heart.
I think you're doing Snow White.
I shall live another day because of what the tree has given me.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Is that where that comes from?
No.
Or it's vice versa? When was the Silverstein?
It's not sustenance.
Oh, okay.
Apple day keeps the doctor away means you're being healthy.
Side note, you know what? I read an article that was like American apples could be carcinogenic, so they're not good for you at all.
That's just if you eat the seeds.
Is that true? Mm-hmm. Who eats the seeds?
Seed eaters.
Do people eat? Yeah, I'm not a. Do you eat the pit? Are you a pit guy?
No, why would you? It's disgusting.
I don't know. People do it, I think, right? I don't know.
I mean, that's what I assume. I don't know anything about it. I'm just making that up, but whatever.
Oh, well, everyone listen to Dan. Dr. Dan. He'll keep you healthy.
So, okay. So that's what happens. That was dumb. And then they're riding back, and he's like, you fought well. By the way, who taught you poetry?
By the by.
His mom meets with the senators in secret. And then we find out that the army is going to be outside of Rome right before the final day of the games, and then that's going to be like the time to make a move on the emperor. Okay. The Praetorian Guard are in the town. There's 7,000 Praetorian Guard, but there's 5,000 soldiers.
Wait.
What?
It's a 2,000 difference. Is that what you're saying to me? Is that a lot?
Well, I mean, it depends on how battle hardened they are. But
how many people did the 300 fight?
Oh, like 5,000.
So that doesn't seem like a big difference.
They didn't win, though.
That's all I'm saying.
They didn't win.
Wait, the 300 didn't win?
No, of course they lost.
First of all, I don't know anything about history, but I also haven't seen that movie because I watched like part of it and I thought it was terrible, so I turned it off. Are you telling me that Gerard Butler loses?
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
You, Mr. I like hot bods. Turned off like the most hot bod movie
fake.
of all time. What do you mean they're
fake? They spray paint that shit. Those aren't real bods all the way. I mean, some of them is probably definitely real. But
what do you mean they spray paint body onto
spray
them?
paint is not the right word.
You mean they're CGI enhanced?
Yeah, I'm almost positive that came out. I'm gonna look it up.
That might be. I don't know. I don't
here.
know. I mean, they're very bodybuilder-esque.
They're so chiseled,
but
so chiseled.
The whole part, because the bad emperor, the bad empire sends their guys over there to negotiate with them, and that's that scene's very, very large.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Denzel.
It says they're real.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, interesting. So there's a whole YouTube video about it that says, I still see people say the 6-pack abs in the 300 were CGI and they aren't. So there's like someone did a whole video breakdown about it. So there you go. That's how you know it's true, because it's on YouTube. So I apologize. I take it all back. I should finish the movie. Sorry.
Denzel doubles his bet with the senator, and the senator's like, "Oh yeah, okay." They announce the games. They have the Acacius love feast. Acacius talks about soldiering, bravery. Yeah. Rome needs it now. And then Lucius sees Lady Lucilla, and then they start having eyeballs, and they're starting to realize that that's his mom. I mean, he would know instantly that was his mom because he remembers his mom.
Does he? Because he says he doesn't.
That's him. That's him like faking out.
That's lying. He's being all tough. Okay. Yeah, I was genuinely confused because he says the line, and I quote, "I have no mother that I remember." And I was like, are you saying you're choosing not to remember her? Or do you think that you were born without a mother? I didn't know.
It's possible. Okay, here we go.
I don't think that's possible, Dan.
Rhino battle.
Did they eat a rhino at that big party Denzel? It looked like there was a rhino on the table and they were eating it. That can't be right.
I mean,
right?
I guess it could have been. I didn't notice that. I mean, you could eat a rhino. I've never.
Can?
Rhinos typically, what happens with rhinos is the poachers steal their.
They take their ivory.
They take their tusks because they, in a lot of Asian cultures, they think that they give you sexual potency.
Oh.
Yeah, typically.
I didn't know that's what it was for. Give me a rhino. Okay.
So a lot of times they cut the horns off the rhinos so that they don't kill them. But I've never heard of people being like, "Oh, rhino, ooh,
num, num,
yum yum
num num num."
So they got to. We send out about 6, 7, 8 gladiators, and they got to fight Rhino Man. Lucius immediately sort of takes a leadership role.
Well, he tells them what to do, and then most of the people listen, but one guy doesn't give an F.
And then there's not another section at all where he talks to anybody or does anything leadership.
Well, you gave them the only tip they need, Dan. All right, they don't need to keep hearing the tip. Just you stay at the wall.
So he puts his sword in the ground, and then the rhino's coming for him, and then he throws up dust, and the rhino's like, "Oh no, I can't figure out where the wall is."
That's Pidgey's attack. It's sand attack.
And the rhino crashes, and the other guy gets off there, and then
what happens to the rhino, Dan?
It's fine.
Okay. I thought so too.
They showed it. I wrote the rhino was okay.
Oh, they did show it.
They showed that the rhino was okay because you can't show a CGI animal seeming like it got hurt.
Interesting. But then what? Why doesn't it fight?
It was stunned.
I wouldn't fight. Stars going around.
I mean, rhinos are not aggressive animals unless they ever need to be aggressive.
So it was just the guy leading it with the jockey.
The
rhino jockey.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Rhino.
Rhinos very friendly unless someone's on their back telling them not to be.
Animal of peace. Well-known animal of peace.
And delicious.
They're like, okay, Acacius is winning, and they're like, life or death. They give him the death, kill, kill, kill. He double sword decapitates the dude.
That's a fun death.
This was terrible. The rhino, although very cute, terrible, stupid, very dumb, incredibly dumb. This whole thing was dumb.
Yeah, it's a dumb scene.
You have to move the character forward in these scenes. He has to be a leader to the other guys, and he's got to save guys. He's got to do something. That's
he was already a leader. Remember, he was already a leader, and he didn't do it then either. So this is is as much leading as he can do. He walked past the guys, and he's all like, "I'll tell you when to fire," and then didn't. Did he?
I don't know.
No, wait, he did because he said. So remember, we watched a different movie, and they say something to the effect of loose, like hold, loose, and that's when you let go. And he didn't say that. He said something different, and I was confused.
Kill the motherfuckers.
Exactly. I was like, there's no way that you say that in the Roman days.
Rome could suck my hot oil.
Whoa, damn.
Okay, Lady Lucilla realizes who Lucius is, and then tells Acacius, I think, that he's the sole heir to the throne. Oh, that she sees him, and she's like, remember who you are.
And he didn't give an F.
Then we meet Dr. Ravi.
Why is he so mad?
Who's mad?
At his mommy.
Because she sent him away and then had him run away?
Yeah, sent him away, but he was in the free city. He was doing pretty good. Met the love of his life. He was doing great.
Yeah, people resent.
I don't know. Stuff. I don't know why he's so mad about it.
He meets Dr. Ravi, who's tending his wounds, and he gives him opium. And then he used to be a gladiator, and now I save lives. And then Macrinus comes in. And
by choice, because he won his freedom, right? And then but stayed.
Still hangs out.
He wants to heal people or something.
Yeah. He must have been in the first movie or something. I don't know.
We're not going to know that. We are not two people that know the answer to that.
Macrinus comes in and he's all like, see, your rage is doing good. Keep on raging. Rage. Macrinus goes and sees Lady Lucilla and says, I served your dad. He sees a statue and he looks at it and he's like, oh, look at that statue. It looks just like Lucius. I wonder what that means.
What does it mean?
Somebody gets some info from a boozy guy about the boy Lucius. Oh, Macrinus does that. He goes in and sees this weird drunk guy. That scene felt very out of place.
Is this the scene where he's asking how old the boy would be?
Yeah, I think so.
And it ends on an ellipses where the drunk guy is like, well, it's just many years ago, so he would be... And then it cuts to the next scene. Like, I'm almost positive that's what happened. And I was very confused.
Lady Lucilla goes by horse to see the senator. And then she goes to the cell to see Lucius. And then this is when they have their whole big thing. It's like, do you know me? And he's all like, I'm going to get that Acacius. And she's like, Lucius. And he's like, I'm not sure that boy is dead. And Max, she says, Max was your dad.
Right.
I don't know.
You took the note.
Yeah.
You took the note. Seaman kid. Very strange. Doesn't make any sense.
He's like, get out! But he doesn't say it like that. He's like, get out.
Get out, please. Get out.
Get out. Lady tells Acacius that her son... Oh, she goes home and tells Pedro Pascal, who like... He has no agency in this movie, right? He
does not.
He has the least agency of anyone.
Doesn't care at all. He's just a dude waiting to retire. You know, he just doesn't want to do this shit anymore.
He's just waiting for retirement. I'm just waiting for retirement. When that happens, I'm going to be good.
All darn right.
So she's like, she's like, Pedro, make sure he doesn't die in the games. And Pedro's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
What? Doesn't he say what? At what place doesn't he go, what? I swear. I don't, maybe he doesn't.
He's like, what are you talking about? What am I supposed to do?
He says something. I don't know.
At the practice facility, there's a fake rowboat. And then
now this is my second favorite part of the movie. That there's like this cool practice rowboat. I was like, wow, good for them. Thinking ahead like that. I always wondered why people were so good at it, but that must be it.
It's like when you go to Disneyland and you do the canoes and your canoe's just going in a circle.
I am so bad. We used to canoe. We went to what's called the Boundary Waters up in Minnesota. I was terrible at canoeing, real bad. Great at portaging? Is that what it's called? Portage. Great at carrying the canoe.
Yeah, portage is
terrible at rowing the canoe.
Well, was this a big canoe? Was this like where you had multiple rowers and you had a chairman? Oh, so you gotta have
just a front and a back.
You gotta have a dude. See, when you do Disneyland, it's like 6 or 8 of you in the canoe, but then you got the guy, and he's all like
telling you what to do.
Stroke, and he's like switch, switch. So you're just like. It's so much fun.
Chaos.
It's so much fun when you're in the big canoe at Disneyland. I mean, not that they still have it. They probably eliminated it because it was fun.
Everything fun Disney takes away.
So
keep that in mind.
He's rowing and he says something smart, and so then the guy's like, "Up, up, up! Everybody leave!
Everybody else leave."
He just has to keep rowing like the 4 rows at the same time
for hours.
Until it's night.
It becomes dark. Is that even possible?
Then Ravi brings him vinegar for his hands.
Yeah, is that good? Does that help with like the burns or whatever? Or?
I never heard of vinegar, but I guess so. I guess.
Yeah, me either.
I'm gonna start doing it.
If Dr. Dan doesn't know the answer, then nobody does.
That's true. There's no answer. And then he talks to Robbie, explains that he's got a British lady on the side.
Ew.
It's time for the battle of the boat, and he gives this guys a speech. Gives his guys on the boat a speech. Talk about the speech, Tony.
I don't remember the speech. Dan.
Yeah,
I don't remember it at all.
It's so little. It's so inconsequential as to be nothing.
Yeah, was it just kind of basically row? Hey guys, let's row. Let's row today.
So why don't you tell us about the big boat battle, Tony?
Okay, so here's what I understood. They come out and there's water, right?
Yep.
The other team has bow and arrows, and their team doesn't.
Did they have them on fire? I think it was fire.
I don't remember. They might have fire. I don't remember. But they don't have any weapons.
Yeah.
So what they decide to do is get as close to that boat as possible and make their targets as big as they can to take out their oars while they miss 99% of their arrows. Now, and then they turn around somehow and then they ram them, I guess.
Yep. At the beginning of the thing, the 2 boats are about 6 feet apart right when they come out.
Yeah. And they immediately turn and try to take out the oars.
Takes out the oars.
Now, do most boats, they don't have retractable oars? Is that something special that their boat has?
Well, I mean, it would be hard to, if you're maneuvering with your oars, typically on a boat, you might go oars up, and then they pick the oars up like that. But you couldn't do that because the oars are inside.
That's what Paul's thing did.
Oh, did they oars up at one point? Yeah, I think
they went oars up so that when they went close, they snapped all of the enemy's oars off.
Yeah.
What I'm wondering is if you're the bad guys, right? And you see that boat coming real close to your oars.
You'd order oars.
Would you just let it take all of them?
I don't know, man.
Even if it took a couple, and at no point, no one goes, I guess I'll just pull mine in. It's just, I didn't understand.
The problem with this is that's not the way to show his leadership. The leadership has to be in like him, inspiring them to row harder.
Sure, great. If this was a race, it's not a race, Dan. The other team has bow and arrows. They are all dead. How fast do you think they're going, Dan?
45 miles an hour.
You think it's that fast, really? In that tiny coast, you'd be at one end to the other in 8 seconds. That's not even right. Probably less than that.
They're going like about 8 miles an hour, maybe.
Right. So these,
like
you're
like
2
a
feet
little
away,
faster
bow and arrow.
than normal walking.
Bah, 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 bah. You're dead. You're all dead. I don't know. This is a bad plan.
Okay, let's rewrite this speech.
Okay, please.
When piece of shit pit boss made me row alone,
Yeah.
I rowed for 17 hours and my calves, or whatever the name of this muscle is, the greatest muscle. Look at
my arm calves.
Look at my arm calves. They're like legs. Look at these beefy babies. And look at you. You guys are all so beefy. And then when I get up there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shout the new count. Normally we count 2. 1, 2. But then when I say 11, you're going to go like this. 11. And then they should have been going like this, and they should have gone. It should have been like a motorboat.
And then just random.
Yes.
Should have motorboated him.
And that's the other thing. He's like, he's going to be like this. He's going to go like, okay, we're going to head right towards him. But then when I go like this, when I hold this hand up, all these oars go up. And so then we go spin this way. And then when I go like this, those ones go down. Those ones. So they would have gone like this. They'd have gone.
Great.
Right into the side. Boom. There we go. The whole flaming arrows thing was just like, it was so dumb because you were like,
it was all dumb.
They had better weapons, right? And then when they stormed them,
just weapons. They had just any weapons. The other team has no weapons. You lost. I'm sorry, you lost this battle.
And yeah, their choice of how to make it exciting. And the other greatest thing is there were sharks in the Coliseum.
There sure were. Do you think that was a real thing that happened? How do you capture a shark like that?
That was not a thing that happened. They did do the boats. The boats is a real thing.
I remember. I feel like we've had that conversation for some reason before, and you've told me that, which I think is very cool.
It's very cool.
But also, how do you get all that water in there?
One bucket at a time.
In my head, that's what they're doing.
You know what the Romans have? The Romans have aqueducts. You know what an aqueduct is?
No. Mm-mm.
What the aqueducts are is, say there's a lake in Geneva, right?
Great.
It's a long way.
It probably is.
So they build like these. They build a trough, right? And the trough goes down 1 inch for every 2 miles. Well, something like that.
It's gonna have to be more than that, dude.
Well, it just keeps going down, and so these aqueducts. Like, we're everywhere. And you can go see them. Where did we see the aqueducts? We're in Europe. We saw aqueducts. They're beautiful.
Probably Rome.
We didn't go to Rome.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Continue.
And they would aqueduct not just to Rome, but the whole idea is they moved active water where they needed it. And sometimes these aqueducts can be like 50 feet tall.
That's pretty cool.
Because they got to cross big spans.
So it's kind of like playing with marbles. The marble racers. You could build those plastic things. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
But they'd be miles and miles and miles. Huge public works, and that's what the Romans also did. The other big thing that they did was they made roads.
Do you think that you build those backwards? Then you must, right? You must start at the bottom and then build them very slowly up to the water. Because if you start at the water, you're just going to be wasting water the whole way as you put new piece, so much water's wasted. I'm just thinking out loud.
Well, I think you could probably just do the final foot to the water at the end.
I mean, sure, but then you're building like most of it regular, then going back. I mean, who wants to backtrack, Dan? All right.
I'll take it up with the Romans.
Thank you. Talk to somebody. Acacius.
He's a hero. They win. He grabs a crossbow and tries to shoot Acacius.
Yes.
And he misses.
He does miss, and then no one knows who fired it. Is that what?
Well, he almost hits the emperor, and that pissed off one of the emperors.
Right, but then no one knows who fired it. But everyone was watching.
Oh, yeah, and then they go there, and they're like, who did it? And they're all like, I'm Spartacus. I'm Spartacus. And then they laugh. Then they all laugh. They're like, we got him. Which, of course, he just pulls out a crossbow and shoots the first guy that says, I did it, right?
Right. I don't know. It's very weird. It's a weird scene. But also, there's just 100, no, way more than 100, 1,000, 10,000 people all watching. Nobody saw who fired it?
They didn't have detectives
I don't think so.
back then. Detectives are a more current thing.
Okay, well.
The first detective was Johnny Depp in the Sleepy Hollow movie.
Wait. Is that real? That's a great movie.
He does play an early detective in the Sleepy Hollow movie. That movie's bad.
Should we do that movie?
No.
Let's do that movie. I'm gonna change my vote.
At least the stupid one we did had super hot, sexy Eva Green in it. Oh man, she was.
Which one will we do?
Barnabas Collins, Dark Shadows.
Oh, right. Well, you're right about that.
We did the monkey movie too. We did Planet of the Apes. And we did. And we did Dumbo.
Oh my God, I don't remember doing Dumbo at all. Danny DeVito?
Dumbo DeVito. Don't you remember they have like the Disneyland World's Fair at the end that they go to, and it gets really weird?
Oh no, I do remember that. Yeah,
like,
that one.
What's happening?
That's Penguin. What's his name?
Danny DeVito.
No, the other.
You just said it. Colin Farrell.
Wow, they're both Penguin. That's just blew my mind, Dan. Holy cow.
So many penguins.
It's like we're in the multiverse here.
Don't you remember there was like the little girl who like we'd seen in something else. We knew she could act. They made her into like little Miss Wooden. I'm not having any emotions. It's, you know what, Tony? I got to posit something.
Okay, please do.
Having characters in movies have emotions makes the movies better.
Yeah, but so much harder to make. You know, there's so much more effort has to go in on everyone's part. Just don't do it, guys. Just don't do it.
Okay, so Macrinus goes to see the senator. It's like, this is my house now. Okay, it's his house. And we're never getting to this movie.
I know.
And his plot is to dethrone the emperor.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to go to rescue Lucius. There's lots of marching around. Then Lady Lucilla gets arrested. There's Bowman.
For what exactly?
For trying to rescue Lucius. And then, like, there's these Bowman.
But she's not there.
Yeah, she was there. Yeah.
Pedro goes.
No, they arrest her too. They
were both there. Okay.
And then,
all right.
And then there's Bowman who shoot everyone except Pedro. They're like, oh,
correct.
So everyone ties instantly. Yes. And then the throne room insurrection is revealed. And it's a big love fest for Macrinus. He's not going to get crucified. He's going to be friend to the emperor.
Yeah.
We have a Davi scene where he talks about seeing Maximus fight. And he was kind and he bowed to no one.
Sure.
And he takes him to the tomb and he's like, and here's all this equipment that you can wear in the final battle.
I wish you would have said that.
And
the way that they use it, I know we're not there yet, but the way they use it is so stupid.
It's the next day.
Next day, here we go.
Acacius has to go alone. He has to fight 4 guys, and he just kills them all. And then they're like, oh, we better send out our big guns. We send out Lucius. And Acacius, they fight a little bit, and then Acacius is like, I don't want to do this. I surrender. And he's like, I love your mom, dude. And then...
that is what he says. It's very strange. It's a strange thing to say in the pit. But, whatever.
And then the fans chant, and they bow death him. He gets porcupined.
I wrote porcupine too. It's so funny. It's my favorite scene in the movie.
Why is it your favorite scene in the movie?
It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. What is the point of this?
You're gonna kill me. It's my favorite thing because of how dumb it is.
It's so stupid. He gets stuck so many times, and it's not dramatic. I don't care at all about this guy.
I never cared about anyone in this movie for even a second. Oh my god, it's so funny. Is this how Rome treats its heroes? And then the fans get ugly, and then the emperors retreat. And Macrinus just sits there observing what he has
just
wrought.
Thinking. Yeah, he's just thunk.
Macrinus goes and talks to Lucius, and then he's like, "You let him live. Like, I gave you what you were supposed to do, and you didn't do it." And he's like, "I don't know."
He says something about being a free man, and so it's his choice. And I was like, "No, you're not. What are you talking about?
Why do you not want to kill him?" He didn't even say anything. You're just like,
nothing. Yeah, he just said, "Yeah, I love your mom. I'm porking your mom," and he was like, "Cool, bet."
I'll tell you something later, and it's insane.
Okay.
I can't
put a pin in it.
I can't tell this on the
Not
stream.
on the pod. Is that what you're saying?
Pod.
Oh, secrets! I love this.
The emperors are fighting. Caracalla has syphilis.
For sure. He's
Macrinus splits him up, and then he pumps up Macrinus. Macrinus pumps up Caracalla. I think Cat is about to die. The emperors fight with Macrinus.
Saying, you let him run all over you or something.
The syphilis kid wins.
Well, the syphilis kid stops. He doesn't quite do it, and then
Macrinus pushes it in.
Denzel comes up. Joseph Quinn says, "Help me."
Who's Joseph Quinn?
He's the other senator guy.
Oh, gotta? They're emperors, they're not senators.
Oh, yeah. Okay, whatever. From Eddie from Stranger Things.
Oh, that was Eddie from Stranger Things.
Yeah, that's Eddie from Stranger Things. You didn't recognize because Eddie's a dull character that nobody cares about. So he says, "Help me," and then Denzel just helps the other guy saw his neck or something. It was super weird. It was a weird scene.
Now, back to Stranger Things. Were you waiting for like the secret bonus episode that they were going to release that fixed all this shit that they fucked up?
No, because it was perfect. It's a perfect end.
Did you watch the documentary about the making of it?
We haven't had time because I keep leaving my wife.
You got to watch that.
Well, it's on the docket.
Oh, okay, good.
Why? You want to say something?
Nope.
Okay.
The mom goes to see her son. You sent me away. Fate brought you back. They talk about rings. I'm sorry for Acacius. We all live and die for Rome. I'm not going to lose you, Mom. Foreshadowing he is.
He's definitely going to lose her real quick.
Meanwhile, at the Senate, Syphilis Boy makes Macrinus his number.
Oh, this is it. This is the best scene in the movie.
Here we are at the Senate. This is Macrinus' his big chance. What happens?
Well, so this is the scene where he has to. So first of all, set up the scene because I don't understand exactly what's happening. His brother's dead. Do these people know his brother's dead yet? Or do they?
Probably not.
Do they only know when
don't know.
Denzel picks up the head and
you'd have thought
Tropic Thunder?
You thought you'd have put that scene in early. You think you'd have led with that, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So Syphilis is there. There's in the Senate. All the senators are worried.
Yeah.
And he says, "Who does he?
I get to nominate people.
I get to nominate my consuls."
Right. And so, how many does he get? 3.
2.
Is it just 2? So he picks Denzel.
No.
And then he picks the monkey. And it's great. It's the cutest monkey in the world. And he's the counsel, and everyone is confused by it. He picks the monkey first, doesn't he? Yeah, he picks the monkey first, and everyone's kind of silent. And then Denzel is like, "Hail the monkey!" And then they all love the monkey. And then Syphilis says, "And also, hey, this guy is also going to be a hero." And then they all are excited. And then Denzel has a bag, and he says,
hold on.
Okay.
Then the emperor says, "We're going to have 3 things. We're going to have a parade.
Yeah.
We're going to have more games and mass executions."
Right, that's right. Which is
funny.
Very good.
Then he wanders off, and Macrinus goes, "Hey, everybody! By the way, here's Gata's head." And he pulls out this rubber head,
which looks terrible. And then he puts it on a pillar.
Yeah.
And he starts turning it around as if it's looking at people.
Ooh.
I could not stop laughing at. Do you remember the part in Tropic Thunder? Where
No.
where where Ben Stiller thinks it's fake, and he's like playing with the severed head, and he sticks his finger in it, and tastes it. And it was almost the exact same scene, and I could not stop laughing.
See,
it is ridiculous.
You gotta have somebody that in the room that remembers what happened in Tropic Thunder.
And it's just like you can't do this. I'm sorry, you can't do this.
I mean, what was
it's
it about?
Too similar.
I mean, if they'd have put that in the beginning and shocked the senators with that,
sure.
Then you're like, oh, okay, shit just got real.
Yeah, but no. That's super weird, super bizarre. I loved it.
And then Macrinus is like, I need control of the Praetorian army. And then what does he do after he asks for control of the army?
I don't know. What does he do?
He fondles the throne.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Is that what he was? Because he walks up to the chairs, but they're too far away. Almost it seems, so he has to lean really far over to reach them. And I didn't understand what he was doing.
It's called fondling.
It's just fondling. All right, he's just touching
most people in movies do it to photos. Oh.
It's Dan's favorite thing in the world. I love it.
Fucking stupid. Okay.
I'm gonna put that. If I ever get to write a movie, I'm putting that in the movie, but to the extreme.
Macrinus goes and tells Lady Lucilla his plan. Rome must fall. Law of the strongest. He hates Marcus Aurelius. That's why he hates her. That's why he kills her, because he hates Marcus Aurelius. Her dad.
Why?
Her dad. Because her dad
just because
he stands for Rome or something, and so she stands for Rome or something.
I mean, I guess so.
And then
but he also isn't he kind of the reason he became a free man? Because he let him fight. He became
a free man because of himself. That's the whole thing, right?
I mean,
that's why
I guess
every rich person in the world thinks they're only rich because of themselves. That's the problem.
Right, but we all know that's not true. Mm-hmm. All of us poor people know that that's not an accurate statement.
Your exploitation of the masses is what's made you a fucking rich person.
Right. So I don't know. It's weird.
Unless you're a super creative person, and then you deserve all the money you make. And you shouldn't have to pay taxes.
There you go. That's what I was waiting for.
Okay. And then I wrote, I'm going to death you. So he tells her he's going to kill her. He tells her she does.
Yeah. He said he's very clear that he wants to do it. My only problem is once he sees the situation and sees that Paul Mescal is killing everybody.
See, that's the whole thing.
Just change your plan.
You're acting like these characters have agency to actually act like human beings, but they don't because they're driven by these ancient rages or these ancient, these things they need, But we never see that in the movie, so we assume that Macrinus is a pragmatist.
I don't even know what that means, so I don't assume anything. It means
he's going to do the thing he needs to do in the situation that's going to benefit him the best. That's what a pragmatist always looks at things to see the true reality of them, and they will not. The pragmatist will not, jump off the bridge.
Sure.
Because why would you jump off a bridge? That's stupid.
Because who would ever do that? What a terrible choice that is. I would jump off the bridge if you did it.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
You're not wrong.
It's like, or the pragmatist also, they'll jump out of the plane with the extra parachute to save the person.
Sure,
but they won't jump out of the plane without an extra parachute to just watch the person die.
Right. Well,
there's a good analogy somewhere. I'm still getting there. I'm workshopping my analogies.
We're finding our way through the trees.
So Lucius goes to Ravi and says, Ravi, my man, you got to do the ride of Ravi that will be sung about in Eddas for 1,000 years to get to the army and tell the army that what's happening. And take my ring.
What's happening? Take my ring.
Go see Darius Sextus.
That's not his name. Is that his name?
That's his name.
Sextus.
Ravi does the ride and he delivers the ring, and so there it is. That's great.
It's great.
I wrote the plan. What's happening? Go free. Go. It's just cosplays Maximus. They roll Lucilla out on a wagon, and then there's supposed to be like a fight or something.
Yeah, correct.
But then the bowmen kill Lucilla.
Well, so here's what I understand.
What happened in this part? I didn't really write down the notes on this.
There's there's army guys. Oh. The mom is on some sort of float for a parade.
She's on a wagon.
Yeah. And then Paul Mescal is supposed to defend her by himself.
Yes.
But he has somehow released all of the gladiators.
Yes, he released all the gladiators. He unlocked them all. They knocked out the pit boss.
Yeah.
So they all come out and they save him and her. And so then all the archers in the stands get pissed off and then they shoot her.
Yeah.
Don't know why they don't shoot him. Why don't they shoot him?
Gladiator.
Then everybody goes crazy and they throw the archers off the thing. And then Lucius says, "I'm not a general, but we're all soldiers." And let's fight for honor. Oh, this is it. Then they tries to defend the mom. The gladiators charge. Macrinus had there's 6,000 to 5,000. So the Praetorian Guard is 6,000 versus 5,000.
That just sounds pretty close.
Very close. So people turn on the archers. Macrinus poison needles Caracalla, and then he pulls out a bow.
Right in the ear.
Right in the ear, yeah. Poison needles him in the ear.
That was a wild thing to do.
Usually what you do is you wait till they're asleep and then you drip poison in their ear.
So if it goes in the ear, like it's the brain or something?
It's a lot of good stuff in through the ear.
A lot of good stuff in those ears, man.
And then he pulls out the bow and shoots Lady Lucilla. Macrinus flees. Lucius
seems
gives
like a bad choice.
They meet the army. The army and the Praetorian Guard meet at the old gate, and then the horse falls down, and then somehow Macrinus thinks that he's gonna fight. Lucius.
But he does for a while.
Well, I mean, that's you and I would fight for a while, and then he'd kill us.
Right.
I mean, anybody can fight for a while, but you're just like, hold on a second.
But he's winning for a while, it seems.
He's not winning.
He's got him underwater, and if he wasn't wearing a chest plate, and then Denzel wasn't stabbing the exact...
Hold on. That's the best part of the whole movie. I forgot the best part of the whole movie. So Denzel's winning. He's got him under the water. He's wearing Maximus's chest plate. And he's got a sword.
Which Denzel has seen, by the way, because they were not in water the whole time. So he knows what he's wearing.
So he's poking at him. And each time it goes in, it goes, ding, ding, ding.
And he just does it over and over and over. You're not doing anything. I don't know what to tell you.
That's so stupid.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
let's finish this movie.
We're almost done. We're doing it.
And then his ghost mom comes by his side, and then I think he cuts off of Macrinus' hand.
The hand. Yeah.
Then he creaks out of the water. He tosses his sword. He's like, "There's too much death. No more blood shall be spilt in the name of tyranny. Now is the time we rebuild together."
Now, because this is what I thought basically happened at the end of the first one. So is anything going to change?
Yeah, they'll rebuild it for...
Probably not.
They'll rebuild it for 10 or 15 years until like a new tyrant comes along.
10 or 15? Yeah. That sounds like a long
That's
time.
what happened with these things. You know, somebody rules for a little while, then they get kicked out, and you might have some nice times, and then it goes back.
Et tu, Brute?
Lucius goes back to the Colosseum. He mourns his mom. He honors his dad by throwing dirt in the air. And then he says, "Speak to me, Father." I didn't get that. Yeah. I don't understand "Speak to me, Father."
I mean, I don't understand what he's doing, but then doesn't he go into another dream walk where he goes and sees his wife or something?
No, he saw his ghost mom while he was under the water.
Ghost mom this time. Okay.
Yeah.
So, that's a thing that happened.
Here's what I'm going to say.
What are you going to say, Dan?
One of the greatest movies ever made is called Lawrence of Arabia. Tony's never seen it.
I've never seen
Tony's never seen a real movie.
I've seen F1 9 times, Dan. This movie's incredible.
They do all this fighting, and they do all this stuff. They're fighting. They storm the one city. They drive off the Turks.
Sure.
And the Bedouins, I think they're Bedouins, have to form a government, right? And everything just falls apart at that point. And it's just the proof that there's these different levels to things, and the fighting scene. It's fun to see that stuff in the movie, but in reality, shit just gets started when the fighting ends, and that's like the most bullshit place to end. That's not the be all end all.
Yeah, yep.
Because 100%. They're making you a dumb promise, and it's a promise that reality is just like throws in the garbage.
Yeah, 100%. It's ridiculous.
And that's why Lawrence of Arabia is a great movie, and this movie is just a dopey forgotten thing. It's already forgotten, and it came out last year.
Well, 2 years ago now, right? Because 24.
2 years
it's 26, ago. Dan.
Jesus.
We're doing great.
2 years ago. So what?
I'm sorry.
I mean, if anybody cared about anything, and anybody could write a decent speech, we'd have had some speeches. Or if anybody could write an actual spin into how this guy becomes a leader, he shouldn't have been a leader. He should just have been another guy on the wall.
That is correct. He shouldn't have started a leader because there's nowhere to go then. And also, he didn't seem like a leader anyhow. So it was all for nothing.
It was a useless leadership position.
100%.
The big boss guy should have said, "Oh man, I got to get you to be a leader. You could have helped my guys do the right thing." And he's all like, "You don't understand. I need to stand next to my wife because she controls my life and she has to tell me what to do. It's my life."
You gotta love wives. Amen to that. I'm all in. Thank you.
Anything else you want to talk about the music of this movie, Tony?
I don't even remember the music in this movie, so no, I guess not.
Anything else on this nightmare long show that we've done?
I didn't enjoy this movie very much. It wasn't fun.
Nope.
So that's always a bummer for me. I like fun bad movies, This movie was just kind of bad,
Oh, kind of bad. Okay, now we talk about something we like this week. Go, Tony.
We have started watching Best Medicine. Have you
Never
ever
heard
seen
of
the
that
show? With I want to say his name is Josh Charles. I don't know. He's from The Good Wife. He's had a great career. Sports Night, great show. Anyhow, so he's like a big town doctor that moves to a small quirky town, and then he's their small town doctor. It's got heavy northern exposure vibes. Remember that show from the 90s?
Hollywood.
Michael J. Fox, great stuff.
That's a fun movie.
Great stuff.
It's
a treat.
Where do you watch this weird show? What's it called?
Well, I mean, we're watching it on Hulu, but I believe it is on Fox.
On Fox. Oh, so it's a real.
It's called Best Medicine. He's a curmudgeon, and the town's quirky, and he's just trying to fit in. It's fun.
I'll watch a little bit of that and hate it.
Give it a
shot. I started and have almost finished
F1.
The Wrecking Crew.
Oh my God, I forgot that came out. Momoa and
Dave Bautista.
Thank you, Bautista. I was like, oh man, I forgot. Is it good?
Morena Baccarin, who's not in it enough, but
sure,
she's in it. She's in the new Greenland movie, Greenland 2, which we have to do.
Is it bad?
I don't care. I want to see that movie. That's a movie I want to see.
I don't care. We gotta do it.
Even if it's bad, if it's good, we'll still do it.
That's right.
It's a fun movie. I like it. Dave Bautista's a good actor. Jason's a pretty good actor. Nope, you'll see. You'll watch it. You'll see.
What was that movie we did? The weird Western
Mila Jovovich movie.
Yeah, what was that called?
I have no idea what that was called.
Into the Badlands,
something like that.
I know that's something different. Anyhow, that movie, he was bad. So okay, if you tell me it's good,
lots
I'll believe
of fun
it.
dialogue. They're in conflict the whole movie.
I'm super excited,
and they just give each other crap the whole movie, and they play very different characters that give each other crap in different ways. And
awesome,
they feel like brothers, and the family feels like a family. I thought excited. It was great. I mean, I haven't finished it. I'm on to the second last action scene, which I think is going to get pretty absurd. But
sure.
That the two of them are just so much fun. They're just
I'm very excited for that. That might be our Saturday night movie. The one night I'm in town, that'll be our Saturday night movie.
Tony, we need a movie. Give us a movie. What movie are we gonna do whenever we might next meet?
My head's all spinning because I had a movie picked out that you're gonna hate, and I was like, "That's fun." But then you mentioned Sleepy Hollow, and now I'm like, maybe we should do Sleepy Hollow.
No, we should do the one I'm gonna hate. Let's do the one I'm gonna hate.
All right, well, so I've been in since the Anaconda 2. What is the Anaconda?
Did you watch it?
What movie is this? No, but we're going to. And I've just been in a very Steve Zahn mood since that trailer came out.
Oh, the trailer. Okay. Yeah.
The trailer. Yeah, the trailer for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to one of the worst movies that I've ever seen. It's called Strange Wilderness. It doesn't even look like you've heard of it.
It's not
late
the
2000s.
Is it the Seth Green one where they're on a boat?
On a boat?
On a river? I mean, on a raft on a river?
A raft on the river? I don't think so.
Do they want to be like nature guides or like influencers about nature? This Matthew Lillard and
this?
Seth Green and...
No. So that's Without a Paddle. That's a great movie.
I've seen that, and it seemed like it was kind of funny.
I love Without a Paddle. Yeah. When they're cuddling in the cave, great stuff. No, Strange Wilderness, I think it's about Bigfoot. I think they were looking for Bigfoot.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
I mean, I've heard of it. It rings a bell, but I don't think I've seen it.
It's a movie that we saw in the theaters, and I just hated it so much. Okay. And I was like, I wonder why. So we're going to do it again.
Going to do it again? You're going to figure out why you hate it?
I'm going to figure out why I hate it, or I'm going to love it. You never know.
Okay. We might not have a show next week because Tony's so busy because he's got a job.
We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out.
Doesn't care. Does never love me.
I care. I care
so much. If you like what we do, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, comment. We get those occasionally. And I guess we'll be... What's the name of the movie? Strange what?
Strange Wilderness.
We'll be back next week talking about... Strange Wilderness.
Goodbye, everybody.
Hey, watch him!